Good morning. You're listening to WIFO FM in Jesup. Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and Oak Quinn and Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Do you know why most people don't invest outside work or at all? Because they don't know where to start and they don't know who to talk with. If this is you, give me a call. Hi, this is Sean O'Quinn. I can help set up a plan no matter where you are in life to get you on a suitable path to a sound financial future. Give me a call, Sean O'Quinn, at 912-385-1000 or stop by the office at 212 South 1st Street right here in Jesup. That number again is 912-385-1000.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Bob, and how's it going?
Going well.
Going well.
Yep.
Enjoy those district all-star games over
Yeah,
there
it was a lot of fun.
in Brunswick?
Yeah, they had a good time over in Brunswick. Like I said, a lot of Wayne County fans over there. Good ball game. I hate to see that number 2 team lose that tough 7-6 game to Pooler, but the other two teams rolled. So,
they rolled.
Number 1 team scored 16 runs in the first inning. That game was over. I said, is there a mercy rule in the first inning? They need to call this off.
Give us mercy. All right. Well, we've got guests in the green room. We got guests in the studio with us. First of all, Bob, who do we have here?
We got Kylie McGregor and Hospice in here first. Hey, Kylie, how you doing? She brought a new coworker.
I did. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is
Tina Jacobs. I am a social worker with Hospice of South Georgia.
Okay, good. Well, welcome for our first time here on the Butch and Bob Show.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, good morning, Butch and Bob. I want to thank y'all again for having us out on this wonderful Friday. Yay! We made it to Friday. We always enjoy
some big weekend plans or something.
No, actually I don't. We always enjoy coming on the Big Dog Country and speaking with you too. So I wanted to thank y'all. And we are staying super busy at Hospice of South Georgia. We have several events and fundraisers packed all the way up until the end of the year. First off, we would like to invite our entire Wayne County community to come out to our long-awaited open house for our inpatient facility. Now, this is going to be next Tuesday, June 13th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. We would like for you all to come out to see our beautiful facility that is going to be opening very, very soon. It's absolutely gorgeous. Our CEO, Tony Aspinwall-Ray, and our team, they've done such a fantastic job. And Overholt Construction, they did such a beautiful job building this facility. So we would love for y'all to come out. If you cannot attend from 5 to 7, we will be hosting tours that same day, Tuesday, June 13th, from 1 to 5. So just pop on in and we'll give you a tour and show you what we've been up to.
All right. We'll just pop in then.
Yeah. And next is our wonderful event, Market to Midnight. This is going to be Saturday, August 26th at the Wayne County Farmers Market. And this night's going to feature the amazing 6-piece suits. They're coming in all the way from Pensacola, Florida. And yes, they do wear sequin suits. We're super excited for that one. And they play a mix of Bruno Mars, Casey and the Sunshine Band, B-52s, Commodores, Beyonce, Michael Jackson. So
they're all over the place.
They are all
Yes,
over the place. So be sure to put on your comfy dancing shoes and come on out. We're also going to have a silent auction. We're going to have lots of food vendors. So far, we have Alma's Really Good Food and Rolling Cafe from Coffee County. We do have one more spot open for a food vendor. So if you are interested in being a food vendor that night, you can give me a shout at 912-588-0080. And tickets are going to be on sale. We're thinking about next week. They're going to be $15, and you'll be able to purchase your ticket at our hospice office. We'll also have our Market to Midnight committee going around town selling them. And you can also you'll be able to purchase tickets at the gate, so they'll be available. So be sure to pencil us in for that Saturday, August 26th. It's going to be 7:30 to midnight. We're going to have, it's always a good time. We have fun, we dance, silent auction prizes, food. So it's going to be a really, really fun time. And next is our really big event. It's Omaha River Jam. This is going to be Saturday, November 18th from 5 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. at the JC Fairgrounds. Now, this is our big country music benefit concert that we're hosting, and we are gearing up for it. This is going to be a fantastic night of country music. It's going to have 3 touring artists, 1 local. We're super close. We're actually figuring out the date that we're going to release the lineup. We are locked and loaded with our lineup, so we're just waiting for that date to drop. And I know we've had several people contact me, who's playing, so we're really excited to be able to drop that date, that lineup. And so this is also going to have food vendors, craft and clothing vendors, demonstrations, a VIP tent, merch booths, dancing, and so much more. So we're really excited to drop that lineup. So if you are interested in becoming a vendor, let us know. We're hopefully going to have about 12 to 13 food vendors and 13 to 14 non-food vendors. We're almost full with the food vendors, so we got a few spots left. We've got people coming in from out of town. We've got local. So, yeah, just give us a shout. And I want to remind everybody that Hospice of South Georgia, Inc., we are a local nonprofit hospice organization that we do serve 13 counties, such as Appleton County, Bacon, Brantley, Jeff Davis, Liberty, Long, Pierce, Tatnall, and also Wayne County, as well as portions of Coffee, Glenn, McIntosh, and Ware. So we stay, we service a lot. And so since we are a 501c3 nonprofit, we do depend on donations and fundraising and sponsorships and grants for the ability to provide free hospice care to families that are in need, whether you can pay or not. And we also raise funds for Camp Hope. Now, Camp Hope is our annual bereavement camp for children ages 8 to 17 who have experienced the loss of a loved one, a friend, loss of a pet, child of divorce, or a child that's moved to a new county, going to a new school, might be a little scared. So that needs a little guidance. So this is actually set for September 29th through October 1st at Camp Jekyll. My first Camp Hope was last year, and it was absolutely amazing being able to see these campers come and have a safe place to talk about their feelings and learn how to cope with their feelings and to grow and to meet friends and know that they're not alone, because, most of the campers and the camp counselors and everyone involved, we've all suffered some type of loss in our life. So it's good for the campers to know that they're not alone and they have a safe place to express their feelings. And, I just can't say enough about the great things that our Hospice of South Georgia team does. So they do such a wonderful job. So if you'd like for more information about Market to Midnight, Camp Hope, Omaha River Jam, our open house, you can give me a call. Please don't hesitate. It's 912-588-0080. Our phone number is also located on our Facebook page. It's located on our Hospice of South Georgia website. And because I know you're probably driving or at work and busy, can't write it down. So just hit us up on Facebook. We would love to answer any of your questions. If you want to vend, be a sponsor, volunteer, or just get involved and learn more about hospice, you can give me a shout.
And once again, that open house date is?
Tuesday, June 13th from 5 to 7.
Okay.
Well, now that I've talked y'all's ears off, I'm going to pass the mic on over to Tatiana. She is going to talk about some more of the services that we provide to our communities.
All right, go ahead.
Hi, so we offer an Alzheimer's support group for our patients' families, anyone in the community, caregivers. The group is on, the next group we'll be having will be June the 22nd from 3 to 4. This group is open to the public. We are trying to raise more awareness, kind of get some more support coming in, and we'd love to have you all.
Okay.
All right.
And that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah. I know we have some fantastic young gentlemen in the green room ready to speak, so we wanted to get in and get out.
Yeah,
we appreciate you doing it. So this open house is next Tuesday, right?
It's next Tuesday from 5 to 7, and if you cannot come from 5 to 7, you're more than welcome to come from 1 to 5, and we'll give you, a personal tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank y'all, and have a great weekend.
You too, Kylie.
Bye.
All right, y'all take care. All right, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Mostly sunny, chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, highs low 90s. Mostly cloudy, chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening, later partly cloudy, mid-60s. Tomorrow, sunshine, highs upper 80s. Saturday, sunshine, highs low 90s. Sunday, mostly sunny. Chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms, low 90s. Monday, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
The battle for a sixth straight division crown is on, and the Braves are on a charge to bring it home to Atlanta.
Olsen drills one deep right. You in trouble now. Way out of here. A 3-run homer by Matt Olsen.
Listen to Atlanta Braves baseball on FM 105.5 WIFO in Jesup, Southeast Georgia's sports leader and the Braves' longest-running affiliate, bringing you Braves baseball every summer since 1971.
Saturday, June 10th, Wild Adventures Live presents REO Speedwagon. See REO Speedwagon on stage at Wild Adventures Live, presented by Valdosta TKO Nissan. REO Speedwagon Live, Saturday, June 10th. The concert is free with a season pass, and reserved seats start at just $5. Get your tickets now at wildadventures.com.
Good morning. You're still listening to WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here for this Friday morning. And, Bob, we got some more guests here in the studio with us.
Yeah, we got former Sheriff John Carter and his brother James Carter in talk about Honor Flight, a special program that allows veterans to go to Washington, D.C., and check out all the memorials, have a great time. So they recently went up there with their brother Corky Carter, so Kenny Bryant told me about it. He said it'd be a great program for the Butch and Bob Show. So I saw John this week. I said, can you come Friday? He said, sure. So they're here to talk about this special program and their trip and experience. So, John, I'll turn it over to you. You can tell us when it took place and what all took place and how people can get involved in this program.
Well, good morning first.
Good morning.
Back on the Butch and Bob Show. It's been quite a while now, about 2 or 3 years probably. But anyway, we were lucky enough to go on an honor flight to Washington, D.C., which is for Vietnam veterans. Just to kind of give a little background, I was going to do this probably about 6 years ago, and as a guardian. What you have, each veteran has a person assigned them called a guardian that takes care of them on the entire trip.
Okay.
Anyway, that was what I wanted to do first, but COVID came anyway. A lot of things happened, so Kenny Bryant talked to me last year and said I needed to go as a veteran first. Now I understand why.
Okay.
But I'm on plan to go be a guardian next year on the next flight. But anyway, that's how we got started. We think, accolades go to Kenny Bryant for getting us involved in that. And then I didn't think about my two brothers until it came out they were looking for veterans down there, and they saw it, or somebody saw it and told them. And I said, well, I'm already going. So I knew who to call, so I called. Actually, it was Kenny Bryant's nephew. Well, he's married to Kenny Bryant's niece, so that makes him his nephew, I guess, by marriage anyway. And Martin Hall's a cool guy. He's actually was a Marine sniper. I'm not sure if it's in Iraq or where, but anyway, he's a good guy. He's one of the people that work on this flight and volunteer. There's a lot of volunteers. So anyway, we got the paperwork in. That's how we got started.
Now, was this just for Vietnam veterans, or was it for all veterans?
We had Korean veterans. We had
that's what I thought. Korea,
three or four World War II veterans.
Yeah,
three.
Yeah,
one was 98. One was 96. I think the other one was 97, or one was 100, wasn't it?
Yeah, one was 100.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we had 5 Korean veterans. We had 4 female veterans, 2 of which I know were nurses. The other 2 I didn't get to talk to, so I don't know. There was 67 veterans on the flight, plus each guardian, and normally they have 70 veterans, so we're about 3 short. So they had extra guardians. So some of the guardians, like my older brother Corky, had 2 guardians.
Okay.
James and I had 1 each. So, that's how that got started. And you start your pre-planning thing. We started April 29th. We had to go for a pre-flight meeting where they give you your T-shirts because you're color-coded, because there's other honor flights in D.C. at the same time you are.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So they want to keep, us. And then they got 3 buses is basically what it takes. Each bus has a doctor and an RN on it. You do a pretty extensive medical history on, you submit to them if you need oxygen, wheelchairs, which all the all the World War II veterans were wheelchair bound, and 3 or 4 of the Korean veterans, I believe. I think we had 5 of those on there. But
and all from this area?
Well, they're all over Camden County. There's,
all
I think,
South
I'm trying
Georgia.
to remember.
South
Pretty much
all
South Georgia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we left. Was scheduled to leave at 7 o'clock. Of course, we didn't end up leaving at 10. We had a pilot that got sick. They used a charter flight out of Cincinnati, so they had to get another pilot and then fly down here. And they had some fog issues. They said it looked bright as it could be to us. But anyway, I said, well, I don't know if I want to fly back with him if he can't land in this. If he's going to be landing at night,
can't land in sunshine.
But it was a different pilot when we came back.
Well,
but
good.
Anyway, we flew to Thurgood, to Marshall Airport in Baltimore, Maryland. We were bused from there to D.C. Actually, we went to Virginia first to the Iwo Jima Memorial, and Arlington's next to that. And then we didn't get to see the change in the guard because we got there late. But the Two-Man Unknown Soldier, which is, that was part of the going to be the Arlington Cemetery walk too. I mean, you don't walk the whole cemetery, obviously, but we were going to walk some of it. And from there, we went to where did we go from there? To the Vietnam Lincoln Memorial, Vietnam Memorial, the Nurses Memorial, the Korean, all those are right there together.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we left there, we went down Constitutional Avenue to the Naval Museum. We missed the Air Force. We missed Arlington. We missed Two-Man Unknown Soldier changing the guard. Those are the 3 events that we missed. The Air Force Museum was one thing we missed as well. But anyway, when we left the Navy Museum, it's of course it's starting to rain by then. We went to the World War II Memorial.
Okay.
And that's a moving place too. But what tickled us, we walked up and here's a guy dressed just like George Patton, with the cigar to hold it. The only thing he didn't have was the ivory handle pistols. I guess they won't let law-abiding citizens carry guns in D.C., but just criminals get to carry them up there, I guess. But anyway, we had our picture made with it. And what's significant about that? Our father served under George Patton in World War II. When they went into the Battle of the Bulge. But anyway, so that was kind of cool. We had our picture made with George. And another, I think, event other than, I won't expand on this too much, other than me, looking at names, and Corky had his arm around me anyway. But, some of the names of people that I lost when I was there. But anyhow, we got to the Korean veteran, and we were seeing those 2 little Koreans. They're about shoulder high to me, and I'm not very tall, so you can imagine how short they were. But I'm trying to figure out, they're dressed in those tiger stripe camouflage, but they got Vietnam veteran on their shirt patches.
Right.
But we're at the Korean memorial, so I'm trying to. I can't speak any Korean, and they spoke broken English, so we was having a little bit of communication problem there. But I finally figured out. I finally asked him. I said, "Were you Iraq?" And Iraq means a Republic of Korean soldiers. That's what we called them in Vietnam. And they fought there as well as New Zealand, Australia, and I don't know who else.
So you had South Koreans who fought in the Vietnam War.
Right, and they were at that memorial. So we had a picture taken with them. They were actually Vietnam veterans, but they were Korean from the Korean part of it.
Just like people from Australia. There's several countries that fought there
was
in
a lot
Vietnam.
and New Zealand was another one because I met several of those when I was over there. But anyway, that was what it is, and I highly recommend it. Any Vietnam veteran that can go. You got the, I believe it's, let me see, it's right here, coastalgeorgiahonorflight.org. You can go on their website and get the application, whatever you need. They will assign you a guardian, and it's just an experience. But the experience we got, what we weren't expecting, was when we got back. We got back about 10 o'clock that night. We were normally they get in around 9, but we were running behind. We're getting off the plane. Of course, they said we're gonna have a surprise. Well, on the plane ride back, to get what we used to have mail call overseas, what we now refer to as snail mail, because it was about a 2-week turnaround back then. So. And they had letters. I probably had 40 in my bundle. Your family, unbeknown to us, your family's written notes, just kids from schools that this honor flight bunch has got to do from various elementary schools on up.
Wow. You
got all these letters, and then we had a flag from Buddy Carter's office. That flew over the Capitol. I guess they just run it up and run it back down. Yeah,
I did that one time as a flag giveaway when Jack Kingston was the congressman.
Yeah.
They flies up there for a while during the day, and they bring it down, and you can say you've got a flag that flew over the Capitol.
But that was 67 flags that they had to do with the little certificate of authentication that they give you. But we had those. I thought that was the surprise.
Right. That seemed like a surprise.
Well, it was a surprise, but I wasn't expecting. When we got off that plane, I'm expecting to walk through the airport to the parking lot and get the truck and come home. I'm expecting to be home at 11, maybe 11:30. We was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But when we walk in that airport, the first thing you see, the band starts, and then you got Marines with the arch of swords that you walk under, and when you get to the other side of that, the number of people.
Wow.
I mean, it made the hair stand up on the back of my neck. I mean, you talking about something that would truly tug at your heartstrings.
I bet. And this was at which airport?
Yeah, at Brunswick Airport.
Brunswick Airport.
But to the left, if you've been to Brunswick Airport, where you come in the door off out of the airport part, it's a pretty good. It was. I don't know how many people were there. I'm guessing 800 to 1,000. You reckon, maybe?
Wow.
But the band was up in the balcony. Our family, unbeknown to us, was over there. We had 16 our family members there, with the 3 brothers.
Right.
All our. It was. I can't tell you that welcome home we didn't get. We got.
You got.
And I think that was the purpose of it. I know it was the purpose of it.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of the younger folks are not used to that because with the Iraq and Afghanistan and all that, all the veterans have been welcomed back. You had the same thing with World War II, but the Korean War and especially the Vietnam veterans did not get that, and so it's great that y'all were able to get that type of.
You came home individually a lot in Vietnam,
right?
And now they come home as a unit most of the time. World War II, I'm not sure how theirs was, unless you were wounded or something and came home that way.
Right.
But it was something I can't describe. But just the honor and privilege of being with those other veterans and talking with those veterans. And I had a Korean veteran. He and I had a long talk. He actually retired out of service and then went into customs, so we had a little bit of both because we both were military and both law enforcement.
Right.
So we had good conversations. He was late 80s, probably 88, 89, but he was top-notch shape too. There were some other ones that weren't, but he was good to go.
Well, good. It sounds like a very memorable event for y'all who went, and I'm glad that you were able to go as a veteran first, and now you can go as a mentor next time.
And and it was special, and they said that. So we've never had 3 brothers before. So to be able to go with my 2 brothers, of course, Corky's the oldest, and he was, his first time over was in '66. Him and James both stayed in the service 8 years. Yeah. James, you need to talk something.
I keep seeing him trying to say something, but
thank you, John. No, Corky and I were both Air Force. We were in 8 years, and actually, Corky was in Thailand when John was in Vietnam, and then Corky and I were both in Thailand at the same time in '72 for a period of time. And then I went back in '73 to '74. I was there for a 12-month tour then. The first time I went, it was 90-day TDY.
Okay.
And I came back. But on the honor flight, what John said, when you walk around that corner, you do not expect what you're fixing to see.
Yeah.
And go through. I mean,
that was amazing.
And everybody's got an American flag. They clapping for you, waving flags. You get outside the airport door, and there's a military motorcycle group out there.
Right.
In their colors with the motorcycles. One of them's revving up his motorcycle and stuff, and they got flags, and there's people outside, and it's like
a very moving experience.
It was. I can't describe it. It was just that good.
And I would highly recommend it to any veteran to, if you've never been, to look into this, because it's absolutely free for the veteran, except what it costs you to get to Brunswick.
So you just fly up there that morning and then fly back that night?
Yeah. It's a long day now.
Yeah, it sounds like a long day, but you're very well taken care of.
Yes. Well, our daytime we got ready, we started probably about 3:30 in the morning. We had to be at Brunswick no later than 5:30, so we left here about 4:30.
Yeah,
it was about 45 minutes to the airport from Jesup. But anyway, we got there that morning, and of course with the flight delay, there was let me see how to put this. Some of them, after they kept delaying it, some of these older gentlemen are not real patient.
And you find out the older you get, the crankier you get.
Well,
you don't have as much patience and put up with stuff. But I'm glad that y'all are able to go and have a great time. This is an annual event? Or it is an annual event?
Yes, they used to do it twice a year, fall and May, but now they do it in May. And we went, ours was May 13th. And they had I think they were celebrating the Vietnam 50th from like Wednesday through that Saturday. We were there that Saturday.
For the end of the 50th year of Vietnam, which it is in '73.
But and we had some exciting times when we got on the bus at Maryland and then started over. Our bus driver was named Coco. Now I am thoroughly convinced that she's had some NASCAR training somewhere, because that lady knows she can drive a bus. Of course, we're being escorted by the Metro Police, Maryland Metro Police Department. And normally the Park Service picks you up, but Park Service had so much going on. I don't know what they had going on, but I know they had at least 11 big, double-sized horse trailers all over the place up there. I'm not sure exactly what they had, but anyway, Maryland got permission to go on into D.C. and do everything we did there. We were actually in Maryland, Virginia, and the District of Columbia.
Right.
So those things, we had fun, but she, I'm telling you, she's tough. She may have run some shine in West Virginia too. I don't know. But she could drive. I know
she
that.
She could drive, huh?
Well, James and them were closer.
What's that?
One of the highlights for the trip was the bus ride.
They were up front, and I know Corky said that he swears that you couldn't stick a razor blade between the bumper of the car and her bus when because she had a horn that was about 10 decibels higher than a train whistle probably. Woo! But because when the police car go by, those cars pull over and then they try to get ahead of the bus. Well,
Right.
she ain't having that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that was a lot of fun. I mean, she was a lot of fun, and I'm sure she got tipped well. But I guarantee you, she was a good driver, and she was one of the 3 buses. She was the lead bus.
Well, we really do appreciate y'all coming on this morning and sharing this experience. It's I'm
well,
so
you could
glad.
talk for an hour easy.
Bob, questions, comments for our
I
guests?
just appreciate you coming in. Like I said, important program. Like I said, just want to stress again, if you're a veteran out there, you haven't taken part of that. Like I said, what's the website again to go to find out more about it?
Coastal Georgia, honorflight.org.
Okay. So I just want to pass that information along. So like I said, it's a special trip. Like I said, the people that have been on this trip talk about how memorable a trip it is. So appreciate y'all coming in and sharing your experiences. I appreciate it.
Well, I hope it'll encourage somebody else to go. I'm trying to encourage some of the veterans I know that haven't been.
Are y'all going to be mentors next year?
I'm gonna be a guardian. I have
not mentor, but guardian.
That's what they call it, but that's pretty
Same
much.
thing. Yeah,
well, I
guardian.
don't know if it's mentor.
No,
but
it's really a guardian.
You're taking care of
someone,
the veteran that you're assigned to.
Somebody who knows the ropes, has been there, has been through it. And
Right. That's why they want
Right.
you to go as a veteran first. Plus, they want you to have that welcome home.
Right. Well, sounds good. Well, Carter Brothers, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
And y'all take care.
All right.
Good to have you on. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup has been brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and by Oak Quinn & Associates.